Coming in from the east. Records salvaged from the Durgan Fortress pinpoint these 3 communication relays. Taking them out slows down Corbett's response times, but expect them to be well guarded. Records indicate a Star of Cauldron Born running the area. The payoff comes from this village to the west at Nav Point Baker. It has a train depot, and a schedule we picked up in the spaceport debris points to a large movement of parts and supplies coming through soon. Don't let it get by. Clear the area of enemy mechs and take out the train after it has dropped its supplies at the depot.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Wheel Trouble's Let's Play MechWarrior 3. This is Operation 4, Mission 1, and in reference to the Cauldronborn that our fearless leader was talking about, it's a very new design first seen during the clan assault on Luthien. The Cauldronborn is generally seen only among the Smoke Jaguars. Innersphere opponents named it after the unstoppable zombies of Irish myth because of its ability to sustain massive damage and still remain operational. The heavy Omnimech mounts a veritable arsenal of weaponry as well, one of the major reasons for its success on Luthien. In the stock form, it's going to hold an ER medium laser, Gauss rifle, AC-5 LBX version, of course, SRM-2, and LRM-10s. And let's go ahead and just get all this armor going here for our wonderful little Annihilator. And let's see. Do some heat management. I've still got 6 tons to play with, so it's a matter of what I want to do here. Running cool is always important. This mission is kind of a frustrating one. I only have 1 critical available, so even though I have the tonnage, I can't really put much in. And everything's standard, so I can't exactly free up criticals. And we're still 2 tons shy. No need for a case, but I can speed this up slightly. Speed's definitely going to be important here, just because we're trying to take out this train before it actually leaves. So this mission has somewhat of a time limit. And it figures that the thing we're trying to destroy within the time limit is on the other side of the map. And let's see here. We don't seem to be in much need of standard armor, so we can go ahead and get rid of some of that to get in some of the heavier weapons, like the LRM-20s. And these PPCs here. And let's see, anything else you want to take while we're at it? AC-20 ammo and Gauss ammo, yes, definitely on both of those. Same thing with the LRM-20. And I should be able to take the SRM-6 ammo too. Okay, and we've still got 5 tons to play with here. Good enough. Let's go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is definitely one of the more sprawling...
This is Star Commander Montague. Station 2 is clear. Still no sign of enemy forces. Beginning southeast sweep. Sounds like that patrol of Cauldronborn is in the area. If we're careful, we may be able to slip by them. Over to you, Lance Leader.
Alright, so here we go. And again, just because of the sheer amounts of
Waiting for rendezvous
heat
coordinates.
that my mech can generate, I do not ever want to fire these as one solid group. The big thing here is going to be range. That way, I don't have to suffer for being too slow. As long as my aim's good, we can still take out this train without too much difficulty. And we're going to take the northern route around here, just because that's going to be the path of least resistance for us. I hope. The other way seems to be slightly more distant. Again, we're wanting to blow up that train after it hits the depot, not before. If we hit it before, we don't get quite as much salvage from it. And strategically speaking, the reason they want us to blow it up after is that way there's a higher likelihood of the salvage being intact, but there's no way for them to get the salvage out of there. Gives us time after the operation, of course. And all of this happens behind the scene. We're just mech jocks.
We have arrived and are ready to deploy.
Far different from the stupid 80s movie, Robot Jocks. If you want to waste a couple hours of your life, I advise seeing it, just for the sheer iconography of it. Yep, they were right. Cauldron-born. Alternate C.
Consider it done.
And this is why we have lance mates.
Affirmative.
You're the boss.
And you may have noticed we have our lance mates in some fairly decent arsenal. If I can stay in motion, that makes things much better. But trying to lead targets isn't much fun.
Engaging enemy forces. I have their leader.
And yeah, you'll notice I'm running this with the map up rather than the radar. Reason for that is the terrain. Since we have these hills to worry about that we can't get around. Or get over, rather. I want to pay attention to those so that I'm still following the path of least resistance. And if at all possible, I want to stay in motion so that I can still get to the...
Okay.
so that I can still get to the
Right
train.
away, sir.
Affirmative.
Once that's destroyed, I can take my time and clean up in a much more relaxed manner. It's kind of frustrating with him hiding partially behind the hill like that. Commander Montague. Okay. And good, my firing line is cleared up. Let's go ahead and take care of him
Start Captain Cameron.
with what little bit we can.
We are heavily 5 kilometers out. Request support. Nick, kill the scrappy warriors. Or die out there alone.
Well, that's nice. There we go. It's almost down. Yay. Okay. And let's go ahead and throttle back up here. Alright. Sorry, had to get straightened out first, make sure I wasn't going to run into anything. Follow me.
Lead the way.
Yeah, right on your tail.
And this is one of the most frustrating things about running an assault mech. They are slow. To put it in perspective for those of us watching in the US, which most of my channel does, 51 kph. Let's go ahead and put this through Google while we're running on autopilot. Ooh, we got something to pay attention to. We got harassers, me too,
Targeting.
and a Thor. After those Cauldron-born, this Thor shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
Captain Cameron. Oh
Right
wow,
away,
they're
sir.
throwing actual name brand people after
Sure.
us.
Targeting.
Okay, so essentially, this battle mech is running 32 miles an hour. That's how slow this is. One harasser down,
Primary objective complete.
and one comm tower down.
This is Star Colonel Triscotari. Phoenix Base registers a 60% drop in comm support. Get this situation under control and do it now.
by asking Kweoff, he's expecting an affirmative answer, as in, yes, sir. It's query affirmative.
Targeting.
Okay, the harasser's gone. Let's go ahead and move in. My radar will start to straighten up as we lower the heat, of course, for those of you who haven't been noticing that from previous episodes. We are quite a ways in, though. And for those of you just tuning in, we're actually having to deal with a rather upsetting development. We had just, in our last mission, gotten to a spaceport that supposedly had a dropship. And they had moved it out before we had had a chance to get there. So, unfortunately, we're having to try to find another way off the planet, and our guys decided not to wait for us. So, we are completely on our own, unsupported, with no hope of linking up with anybody else. Okay, another harasser. Ooh, what's that battle mech in the
Targeting.
distance? Another Thor, alternate C.
If you say so.
Affirmative.
You say so.
And he's still a ways out, but these ERPPCs can still hit it.
Meltdown imminent.
Position.
And he's not carrying much on his arm, so at least we can try to take out his weaponry. And remember, the Thor in its primary configuration is going to be a short to medium range, with only one ERPPC to try to tag us with. And that's if it's
Star
the
Colonel
default.
Atari, this is Star Captain Cameron. Enemy has been sighted moving against our location. I trust you will deal with them appropriately.
I thought we took out Cameron.
Keep clear of my line of fire. I shall make them pay.
You will, huh? Okay, who's this guy? He's a little taller than his friend was. Oh no, okay, so that's Cameron. Alright, so...
Targeting.
guess I could pay more attention to the names. Eh. They're all squishy, right? Okay, we've taken off one arm.
Say it, Hell-clad.
Okay, Cameron's not gonna last too long.
Consider it done.
Sure.
Howie. It's so close to gone, I just need to be able to aim. Okay, twist the torso a little bit. Goodbye.
Targeting.
Another Thor. And we lost Dominic
Affirmative.
already?
Targeting.
Fun. Again, that's... hopefully he's just stuck behind. Hopefully he's just not in range. But again, that's why we don't put them in the heaviest of the heavies here. I still can't see the train depot. That's my primary concern, is taking out that train depot. We'll hit everything coming along, you know, but that train's still of concern. There we go. Now I can see the railroad tracks. Okay, there's the train yard, and here's the tracks. So if I can aim at it, that's going to be my primary target. Okay, that would be the station. Part of it. I assume. Okay, no, the station's just off to the side. Okay. And there's the train. Ready, aim, fire. And there we go.
Primary objective complete.
2 lousy ERPPCs from that. Oh well, that's okay. Now we can go ahead and take our time and pick everything apart. Now that the time limit has been removed.
Meltdown imminent.
And that Thor's now missing an arm.
Meltdown imminent.
He's a stick. And he's gone. Okay, who's next? No, that's the corpse.
Targeting.
There we go. An avatar.
Right away, sir.
And you'll notice we haven't had a chance to refresh. That's just because of the time constraint that we were under. And as you can see, that train was at the depot ready to go. So we got here just in the nick of time.
Meltdown
Ooh.
imminent.
Shame I couldn't have taken him out in that one headshot.
Meltdown
Oh, there we go. Alright, now to cool off a bit. And figure out who's shooting at me. I don't see anything. Okay, it must just be the mech crackling at my feet. Okay. Now we need to destroy the south and the east tower, and we'll just rendezvous at the mobile field base.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
Hopefully we've cleared out enough that it's still safe for them.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
Since we didn't clear out the southeast quadrant quite yet, I don't want to risk the mobile field base. So we're going to set them just above the hill. We'll see what happens there. Okay, so we're almost to Charlie. It should be coming up in range shortly.
Disengaged. Waiting for rendezvous coordinates.
And I don't see anybody, so let's hope we can clear them out before the mobile field base really cares. After all, that mobile field base is a little on the slow side, and we've got some range on us. Okay, so there is a battle mech here.
Targeting.
Oh, it's just a Shadow Cat. This should be easy pickings. His speed will be his biggest defense.
Sir.
You got it. I'm disengaged.
And we're going to tell our guys to hold position. Of course, because we don't want him to die. Now, he's got a Gauss rifle on him, so that could hurt, but the rest is just medium lasers. And the comm towers are down.
Targeting.
Mostly down, anyway. Okay, there's an avatar back there. That's going to be something to be concerned with.
Defend the train!
Found the train? No, we blasted the train. Thank you.
Primary objective complete.
Okay, South Tower's finally gone. I didn't see that dish back there.
That should throw a wrench into their response times.
And yeah, to a large degree, I really am kind of blind firing.
Meltdown imminent.
It's a shame I didn't have the criticals for more heat sinks. It still cools down relatively fast, though. We haven't had too many issues. And one technique that I like doing is having my lance mates go after one guy while I take apart somebody else, since I can take apart other people a little faster.
Mech power-up detected.
Great. They're sparing no expense now. There's that Shadow Cat we were looking at earlier.
Meltdown imminent.
Okay,
Targeting.
the avatar's down. Bushwhacker.
Yes, sir.
How cute, right?
Say so.
It's like, oh, I remember piloting that. And he's almost gone.
Meltdown imminent.
There goes his arm. And don't get me wrong, medium mechs still can do a lot of damage. You guys saw how we were able to utilize it earlier. But realistically, there's no real reason they should win in a fight against us. they don't have the speed of a light, and we just flat out outgunned them. There he goes. Alright, who's next?
Targeting.
Oh, that Shadowcat's just about gone
Consider
anyway.
it done.
This'll go quick.
Sure. Scratch one for our side.
Told you. Alright. And I don't
Waiting for
see...
rendezvous coordinates.
Clear enough.
Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
Destroy East Tower. Do where's dog? Okay. And that little cubby we haven't explored yet. I haven't seen any more blue. I guess Dominic really did blow up. That was quick. It's kind of funny when you think about it. If we blow up, the mission ends in its complete failure. If we lose one of them, whatever. Okay, so there's still Smoke Jaguar forces in the area. That's an interesting route for them to take. I guess it makes sense, though. They can't go through the water. And there are battle mechs to worry about. We've got a Bushwhacker. What else do we have to worry about? Are they moving yet? Yeah, okay, they spotted us and they're coming around the bend.
Consider it done.
And they are shooting at the mobile field base. It's interesting that the mobile field base didn't complain yet. So far only 2 though, this shouldn't be too bad, and as you can see my armor's not exactly terrible. Don't know about my teammates.
Targeting.
Oh no.
Targeting.
Back up.
Targeting. 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 Targeting.
So we got a Shadowcat back there to worry about too. That won't be too bad. We should be okay. Good. Lucky shot. Still, what happened to that massively awesome shooting I had from the last mission? I was able to pick off elementals there. And again, with the PPC, you do have to lead a little bit because it's a projection cannon rather than an actual light weapon.
Meltdown imminent.
Making it slightly difficult to use. That Bushwhacker's got to be close in the center torso.
Core meltdown imminent. Core meltdown imminent.
Yeah, he is.
Core meltdown
And
imminent.
he's a stick. There he goes. Okay, now for that Shadowcat.
Affirmative.
You're the boss.
And that should be the last of them. So, with any luck, we'll be able to take out that last
We have
comms tower
arrived
without
and are
any
ready to
real
deploy.
problems. And who was it that needed repair here?
Targeting.
Alright, let's send Alan back.
Heading for a refit.
We don't really need him, but... we could actually take out the Shadowcat on our own if we needed to. That's one arm. Now for the center torso.
Core meltdown
So
imminent.
close. One good shot should do it.
I bring the pain.
She got the kill shot. Bummer. Okay, all that's going to be left is that comms tower.
Secondary objective complete.
Yep, that was the last of the Smoke Jaguars. And it should be right in front of me. Where is it? Ooh, wait. I saw yellow. There, okay. There we are. Good, opponent sees him too. That should make this easier. These will go down quick. we are. Time for the debrief.
Well, at least now Corbett knows we're not just rolling over and giving up.
Better than that, we picked up a solid intel on our next few mission areas. We know some of the clan mech deployments and a good possibility for supplies laying right along our path.
Things are looking up then.
Things are looking up when we find a ticket off Tranquil. Not until.
Alright, that's all for today. I'll see you guys next time. Wheel Trouble out.